Hi, welcome at the MR Explained movie. This week we will talk about the flow analysis, a simple 2D flow measurement in the MetaSuite MR session. Hi, I'm Kayleigh. I'm the product manager of MR and I will lead you through it today. Let's go to the program so I can show you the different options you can do for the simple 2D flow analysis for aortic or pulmonary flow. I've just loaded a case and you can see that in here there is a stenosis present. We can see this very nicely here in our 3D view that the aorta is stenotic and that you can see a jet appearing here and also a regurgitation here going back into the left ventricle. So in here I would like to show you a flow analysis of the aorta. Well, for that, you can either select the two images directly here, but you can also go to a different view to see the images as well. And there you can easily recognize two flow series as well because of the phase image. So we need both the phase and module image to do a flow measurement. So we will select, and then with the right mouse button, go to the QFlow application. Now in here, we would like to go to the phase where we can clearly see the blood flow going through. So it needs to be a bit of white or extremely black. And there at that slide, we will make a contour in the aorta. So when I click once, it will automatically detect the contouring. It's depending on where you click how the contour is made based on the pixels in there. So if at the first click you are not happy with the results, click at a certain other point and then depending on that, the contour will change. If you are agreeing with the contour, you can click on the auto button, then it will populate it through all the different time points. So we can now scroll through and check if all the contours are correct or if we need to change here and there. So here, for example, we might want to change it a bit. So we'll select the rubber banding tool and put it a bit more inwards. And here maybe a bit more outwards. Well, if you have checked all the contours and you're happy with the results, then we can go to the different result parts. So the first one is basically the graphical results. Here we can see the volume curve. So the forward flow, the backward flow. And based upon that, not only those volumes are calculated, but also the regurgitation fraction has been calculated for you. Besides the volume analysis, also the velocity will be measured. And here you see three graphs, the max, the mean, and the minimum velocity in this area. If we even click on the highest velocity, you will also see, well, basically on any point, but if you click on the highest, you will see which values are involved in there. So the mean, the minimum, and the maximum velocity will then be displayed here below. If you want to add any of those graphs to the report, we can click here on the snapshot button in the top. We also want to do that for the volume curve. And based upon that, our analysis is complete and we can go to the report to view the results again and the different graphs that we have taken. If you want additional values in, at the side, there's the option to add the average flow velocity, the minimum vessel area, and the maximum vessel area to your results. The other way around, if you're not interested, for example, in velocity measures, you can also opt out the peak pressure gradient or the peak flow velocity, or any of the others, of course. Well, I would like to show you the same, but then for the pulmonary flow. So let's close this case for now. and go to a different case. So this is with regards to the pulmonary part. So in here as well, because we also have this RVOT, we can see where we need to do the measurements of the right of the pulmonary artery. So if we click here, for example, in this image, we can move the pointer around and see indeed that in this area, the right outflow tract is there. So we can measure here the pulmonary artery. So for this, I will select these two images and go to the flow analysis application. And here as well, go to an area where the part is pretty much white and click on the auto button. Then the same will appear. You can go through it. As you can see here, I'm not completely happy with the results. I can either just click again in it. Based upon that, it will regenerate the contour. And here I missed one. Okay, so I'm now happy with the contouring part, and we'll go again into the analysis part. But before I would like to show you all the results, I would like to show you also some options. So if you don't know for sure which direction the flow is going, there is here this rainbow part, and that will add basically the kind of Doppler image to it. So you can see here the red forward flow or the blue backward flow. We can also give this area a name. So here at the round red circle, we can name it. We can choose upon different predefined names, but we can also type in our own. So, or start typing and then it will, so this is pulmonary, close. So if I now go to the results, then you can see here also the forward flow, the backward flow, and based on that also the regurgitation fraction. Basically the same as previous. So let's add this to the report as well, and then go to the velocity again. So here we see there's a dip, so it might be that there is some aliasing artifact. So just to check, I'll go over the series again, but I don't see any white spot in here. So there's no aliasing in there, but just a very low velocity. So also add that one. We'll close. And if we now go to the report, you will see that the pulmonary valve selection that we had made is now added in here. So if you have multiple flows in one series, you can definitely easily make it distinguish one of the other. I hope this has been helpful for you. Thank you for watching and looking forward to learning more in the next MR Explained. Thanks and have a good day.